In this video, we're going to look at adding some tropical vibes to your perennial garden without having to do too much work digging it up, bringing it back out every year. So next to me, we have Eucomis or Pineapple Lilies. These are hardy to zone 6. They can be hardy up into zone 5 if you give them the proper protection. The variety that I am next to right now is called Purple Rain. It is in the Crowning Glory collection from Proven Winners Perennials. Purple Rain, so named because when it comes up in spring, it has a nice dark wine purple color to the foliage that then through summer, when it hits the summer heat, turns into this olive green. And then Purple Rain named as well because of the dark stems that give way to these tall purple flower clusters. So if you're staring at the flower clusters, you can probably guess why it's called a pineapple lily. It kind of has that same pattern that you would get out of a pineapple, and we haven't fully developed the leaves, but we'll actually get a rosette of leaves on the top of each stem as well that gives it even more of that pineapple tropical feel and look. Best conditions to put these plants in your garden if you want to get from that zone 6 to that zone 5 hardiness. They're going to need good drainage. They need to be planted deep. If you plant them too shallow, then the flower stems are not going to be as stable. If you plant them in soil that is too heavy as well, they're going to hold too much moisture, and then you're going to get rotting in winter. So you want them planted deep in well-drained soil. In those conditions as well, you're going to see more offsetting. So if you're in the ideal conditions, rather than having kind of one fan or one stem coming up from that bulb with one flower, you'll more quickly get to this state of having multiple flower stems. One of the cool things about Purple Rain within that kind of Crowning Glory collection, and really within that entire Crowning Glory collection, is you have a really nice and friendly garden height. You can find varieties that are more compact. You can also find varieties that are taller. I personally really like this height because you have flowers just above the foliage. You have foliage that doesn't tend to fall and break open underneath. And then with that as well, you have that proportion and you have that really elegant tropical feel. So this is going to be a great one to tuck into the middle of the border. And then the companion to Purple Rain, we have Princess Bride. So this is going to be in that same height category, but overall just a much lighter colored plant in the garden. It does emerge with dark foliage, but becomes this nice olive green by midsummer. Flowers as well, you can see we're quite a bit brighter, where we open with a citron yellow flower and then that becomes cast in pink as the flower ages. And then a nice emerald green crown to sit atop each flower stem as well.